Lieutenant General Kushwaha, Chairman of the TPC GSI, Mr. Jain, the Chancellor of the Ajinkya D.Y. Patil University, distinguished academicians, senior veterans here, delegates, innovators, industry leaders, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, the future of our country, all you students here. As the Commandant of National Defense Academy, I am entrusted with the training of cadets who are going to be the future leaders, the armed forces in the coming times. As also I see you as the future of this country, and I completely agree with what the Vice Chancellor has just mentioned. You are the future of this country and perhaps the globe as well. Indian talent. Full marks to the Indian talent, because as you have seen, Indians are all over the globe and doing many, many wonderful things, and inshallah, our country will do well, our people will do well. Drones, as also the unmanned systems, are today being used by security forces, by the armed forces, as well as by smugglers and antisocial elements. So there's good, there's bad. I personally have used drones last year when I was commanding the Eastern Fleet of the Indian Navy. I was using drones extensively as also unmanned platform systems to carry out surveillance during our operational missions. And I'm sure as the world progresses over the years, we are soon, as again I would, as the Vice Chancellor has mentioned, they're going to be flying cars, flying drones, carrying people, carrying stores, carrying delivery, everything. So it is indeed the future. And it is indeed a privilege for me to be here today, standing in front of such an interesting audience and part of being this landmark event. This event brings together some of the brightest minds who are professionals and also are working with unmanned systems. And as we gather here in this hall of the Ajinkya D.Y. Patil University, we look forward to a bright future, one that is defined by innovation, integration, and indigenization, which are the three key words of the theme of this seminar. So let me look at how this resonates with what we are doing and what we should do in future and as we handle future technology. Our technology is growing by leaps and bounds, all of us are aware, but how is it going to be useful to us in our day-to-day lives, as well as how is this going to be useful to us in terms of the highest levels of national security? So our commitment to these principles and to this technology is not just strategic, it is also essential for our national security and our progress as a country. So let me very, very briefly delve into these three elements: innovate, integrate, and indigenize. I have seen, having worked in the Navy for about 35 years now, and having been associated with many, many think tanks, DRDO, and many other agencies that carry out innovative and indigenization work, it is my firm belief that innovation is the key of progress. As we witness rapid technological advancements, the need for creativity and foresight, think ahead. We have seen movies like Avatar and those sci-fi movies. Some older people may remember Star Trek. When they came out, they were unimaginable as to what they were showing. And similarly, just a simple example, the Wright brothers thought about a flying machine. And before them, the Leonardo da Vinci. At those times, though, these principles were very alien, or perhaps ki hoga ki nahi hoga. But it did happen. Similarly, it is for us, this generation and the younger generation, to look into the future as to how we can be more creative, how we can develop more better systems, advanced systems, and therefore the ingenuity and the resourcefulness that each one of you present here and those who are going to attend the summit over the next 2 days, all of you bring this on this table, on this field, all your groundbreaking work, all those who've been studying and have been practicing or as professionals, all the novel approaches, they all should merge together here and set new benchmarks which will decide our future for unmanned technology. So today, we should celebrate the spirit that we have of creativity and innovation that will fuel our quest for excellence at every level today and tomorrow. The next point about integration. Again, as I look back, my experience has been that effective integration is the key to harnessing the full potential of any system, whether it's a weapon system, whether it's a satellite system, whether it's a artificial intelligence, any system. And today we have IoT, which is again a larger system. There are systems and systems. What is most important is how they enmesh, how they integrate, how they work together as one seamless big system. So it is not merely about the convergence of technologies, but about creating also a cohesive ecosystem where different components and solutions are going to work together. And that is where forums like this become important, where on a single common platform, all agencies come together and discuss how it can be done better and better. So if you have to achieve operational synergy, it is very, very crucial that all gaps between research, development, and up to deployment, how are they bridged together, how they enmesh together and brought together. Therefore, it becomes very important that collaborative efforts and a very unified approach is taken, because it becomes critical if you have to maximize the effectiveness of the new age technology, that is the unmanned systems. The next part, indigenization, again a very, very critical cornerstone of the future of our country. The Prime Minister himself has gone on to amplify as to what is the importance of being Atmanirbhar, about how to go ahead, full steam ahead with indigenization. It is our commitment to self-reliance and to grow our national strength. This aspect also reflects our resolve to develop and sustain capabilities that are not only advanced, but are rooted in our own expertise, our own innovations, our own resources. As an armed forces person, I just cannot tell you how important indigenization and self-reliance is important. Today we have, in our Army, Navy, Air Force, we have weapon systems, we have fire control systems, we have so many systems. Many of them, till about 20, 30 years ago, were coming from abroad. In fact, the maximum number of parts were coming from abroad. And then slowly we realized that if we are not self-reliant and if we are dependent on other countries in times of war or conflict, we can be squeezed in a very terrible manner, and we will be left with no choice but to go around scrounging with perhaps a begging bowl as to, humko ye de do, wo de do. So it is very important that we become self-reliant and we make our industry grow in a manner that anything and everything that is made is in India. And I'm sure the younger generation will take up this challenge, as also the present set of professionals and tech-savvy people are doing it. And as we move into the future, we need to become 100% self-reliant. So this not only will facilitate at the highest level the national security, but will also facilitate and empower our domestic industry. Just imagine the kind of employment and involvement that will be coming across when we delve into this field of indigenization. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, as we go delve into this summit, let us remember that our efforts here are not just about showcasing technological prowess, but is also about how we can shape a better future, a brighter future, a prosperous future for our country. The discussions, the exhibitions, the awards, etc., that will unfold over the next 2 days, I'm sure will be a celebration of our collective achievements and also become a stepping stone towards better, greater milestones and a brighter future. My compliments to team TPC GSI for organizing this event, which brings together